Closing tools, second party involvement over the phone. Now, you're going to have a few customers that have a second party, someone additional to them, helping them make a decision. Now, it could be a friend, a relative, or just simply maybe their father or their mother, for example. Now, it's important for you to determine what type of involvement are they going to have within the decision making, especially if it's a financial involvement. Now, if it's not a financial involvement, then simply all they're doing is advising them, which is technically what you're doing, but you're the professional, so you're going to emphasize on the fact that you're the professional and you're always going to advise your customers to make the right decision, to make the best decision, to make the smartest decision. So sometimes their friend or relative is not looking for the best interest or for their best interest. They're just simply helping to make a decision based on the prices or information that they would consider important. Versus us, we're going to advise them on making the decision based on everything that's important. We're talking of a risk, being involved in an accident, having a ticket, just everything in general, versus their friend relative is only going to advise them based on the price. Now, if the person over the phone is available, if the person that's going to be assisting them is available, then we're going to most likely ask the first customer, what type of involvement are they going to have? Meaning, are they going to help them financially, or are they just going to help them, advising them what decision to make? Now, also, what you're going to do is you're going to ask them if something was to happen, simply if they're involved in an accident. So just imagine, sir, if you leave without insurance and you were to be involved in an accident, is this person going to help you financially? Meaning, if you're responsible for $5,000, are they going to give you at least half? And the majority of the customers are going to say no. So you're going to use this against them, and you're going to tell them, look, now your friend, your relative, don't get me wrong, don't take it in a negative way. They're going to advise you, but only based on the ability of them understanding how critical the situation may be to them. Since they're not involved, since they won't be responsible, since the consequences are not going to affect them, they're not going to consider this decision the same way you should. Now, 99% of the time, the person that's helping them over the phone are not going to help them financially. So you're going to emphasize on the fact that whatever they advise them is great, fantastic, but whatever you're advising them to do is a lot better, simply because our goal is to help every client within their insurance situation. So you're going to tell them, look, I completely understand that your friend or your father is telling you to shop around, but keep this in mind. If something was to happen, your friend or your father are not going to help you financially. So just imagine, you get pulled over, you get a ticket, $700. You're going to call your dad, or you're going to go to his house and you're going to tell him, look, Dad, I got pulled over simply because you advised me not to make a decision. Now you're going to have to help me with those $700. Now everything is going to change, and they're going to tell you, look, son, that's your problem. Now I'm just helping you out, but that's your problem. You figure it out. I'm not going to pay those $700. So all of a sudden, the advice that they were giving you over the phone is no longer valid. They forgot about that. Now they're only looking at, I'm not paying anything because it's not my issue, it's not my problem. Look at your friend or your cousin, for example. You show up, you knock on the door, bam, bam, bam. And you tell them, look, I just got a ticket simply because you told me to wait. Now you're going to have to pay my ticket, which is $1,000. They're going to tell you, I'm sorry, I'm not paying anything whatsoever. That's your problem. Now, I was helping you and making a decision, but that's your problem. I'm not getting involved. So all of a sudden, the advice that they were giving you over the phone is no longer valid. Meaning, it's only based on circumstance. Only because there was no negatives involved, they were willing to help you. Now that there's negatives, they know nothing about helping you at all. So you got to make sure that you make a decision today based on what you feel would be the best thing for you. Keep whatever they're telling you in consideration, but this is only a 10, 15, 20% max of the decision. 80% has to come from whatever you feel would be the best thing for you. Now keep in mind, if you get pulled over, you're involved in an accident, your license is suspended, You got to pay money out of pocket, financial, legal complications. No one else is going to help you besides you. So use this tool to determine what type of involvement they're going to have and ask them, are they going to pay anything if you're in trouble? Are they going to help you financially if you're in trouble? Most of the time, they're going to say no. So in that case, the decision is based on them. So use this tool, especially when you have a second party over the phone helping the first party making a decision.